Okay, y'all, something to know about me is that I love a sweet treat. If you are my friend or if you've been around me at all in the nighttime, you know that I need ice cream, a cookie, something to get me through. And thank God for brands like Sweet Addison's because you should be able to have sweet treats and enjoy life in a healthy way. And so that's exactly what they do. We've raved about it on here before, and y'all loved it so much that we got another 15% off code. So code full volume, FULLVOLUME at checkout. And they just launched their new pumpkin cookie for fall. So I'm really excited to try that one. We can try it together.
Welcome back to another episode of Full Volume. Today we have Buddy Quaid on the show. He is such a good friend and such a funny, amazing storyteller. Buddy has done everything from real estate, acting, visual effects, music, production, technology, starting a cleaning company, coffee, you name it. He is totally multi-talented and seriously so much fun. I love talking to him. I think you guys are really going to like this one.
Yo, practice full volume.
Okay, so are we doing this? Is this like what's your start?
That's my start. That's the one.
We're clipping that as is happening.
Hi, Buddy. Welcome to Full Volume.
Well, hey.
Thanks for having us in your studio.
Well, you're welcome.
It's so great.
Yeah, no, it is. It's it's funny that you're called Full Volume and we just fixed the volumes.
I know.
Yeah.
And you fixed it. Thank
It
you
was
for
too
that.
full.
It was way too full.
It was
Now it's perfect.
It can
We're
have
perfect volume
truly
now.
to the max
Yeah, to
as
the
it
max
was.
volume. Okay,
Well, thanks
so-
for having me. I mean,
Yeah.
this is fun. So, it's fun being on a show in my own studio.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
The king of the castle. So you're a lot of things. We're calling this episode Jack of all trades, master of fun.
Oh, thank God.
Isn't
Yes.
that good?
Yes.
Because I feel like you do everything and you have a great time doing it and you crush all of it. And it's just very interesting to me. Film, music videos, photography, real estate, business ownership. Can we talk about what the first thing was? And did you stumble into it or was it planned?
What's the first thing?
Like, what's the first thing that you did? Was it acting?
I was acting. Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, I grew up with an acting family. So my brothers, are actors, Dennis and Randy Quaid. And I grew up in Houston, like we all did. But, my brothers were my heroes. Like Dennis was really my big hero growing up. I had all his movie posters on my wall.
Oh, wow.
I thought it was really cool.
That's really sweet.
Yeah, I thought and it was great. Now I had an older dad. My dad had me when he was 50, and so Dennis and Randy, they were already moved out of the house. They were already gone.
Oh, I didn't realize the age gap there. Okay.
Yeah, so we're 20 years difference.
Okay.
And so
Yeah, that's a substantial age
yeah,
gap.
yeah, and and my dad passed away when I was 13, 12, about to be 13. And that's when my brother sort of stepped in.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he kind of was a father figure for me, but from afar because he's in LA. I'm in Houston. He's living his life and doing all of his things. And I grew up in Alief, Texas, which is, not the best place, not the best side of town.
Okay.
So there was a lot of gangs, a lot of fights, a lot of all that stuff. We grew up kind of poor. I just had my mom. I had three sisters.
Oh.
So I have two older sisters and three older sisters. I'm the baby. Mm-hmm. But the way I explain our family is basically we're the Brady Bunch. Like my dad was married, had Dennis and Randy. Mm-hmm. My mom was married and had Jill and Lynn, my two older sisters, half sisters. And then they divorced and then they got married to each other and had my sister and me. So
Yeah,
I have
gotcha.
one full sister, two half sisters, two half brothers.
Yep.
That's kind of the way I explain it. So, but Dennis and I are the closest out of everybody.
Do you think you're most similar too?
I don't know about similar in some ways, but there's a lot of differences between us. So I don't think I'm like anybody in my family, to be honest with you.
We knew that already.
I just, Randy's his own thing. Like everybody's their own thing. So growing up, I was, always in theater, always in choir. I did like in Houston, they have a thing that used to be called HITS.
Okay.
And then you go to TUTS, which is Theater Under the Stars.
Oh,
and then
yes.
you do like these like productions with like real people, like real actors, and it was really cool. And I did a lot of productions under them. And then I did like Alley Theater, the Christmas Carol at Alley Theater, which was amazing. And I did the Houston Grand Opera, and I kind of grew up doing that. And then I did some commercials. I did voiceovers. I did radio commercials. I did,
You really
TV commercials.
done everything you can do.
Yeah, and then I did my first movie. Well, my first movie was with Dennis. I
Oh,
did
that's
The Big
really sweet
Easy.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, and I got my SAG card.
Yeah.
I got my SAG card. I was 10 years old.
That's insane.
They gave me a line.
That's insane.
Yeah, I forget what the line was.
Do you remember it vividly being on set as a 10
Yeah. I remember being with like I'd play chess and games with John Goodman and all the cast. It was fun. They would come over.
Yeah.
And, my brother had this like big pink mansion on whatever that street is. I forget the main street where all the big houses are in New Orleans. Is it Charles?
Maybe.
Charles? I don't know.
We'll fact check.
Yeah.
Fact check
It's
me,
right there.
please. But yeah, that was a party every night. Ellen Barkin, and they gave my brother like a police car and a radio, and so we went to work every day with him and a siren because he's late every single day. He can't wake up. We'd go to Ellen Barkin's house, pick her up, and she was like, I remember her just clutching
There's like finger
clutching the
marks.
door, and she's like, "Dennis, do we have to go to work in a cold sweat every day?" And I'm in the back, and he's got this light on the dash, and it's woo woo, and we're just going on the freeway like this, and he's just a madman. Like Dennis is nuts.
And you're like, is this real life?
yeah, I'm like, this is
You're
crazy.
like, this is the coolest thing
It
ever.
is cool.
Of course. That's so cool.
Because I always wanted to be a cop because where I grew up.
Okay.
But you kind of did too,
kinda
which is
did,
crazy.
yeah.
That's another thing I didn't mention.
Yeah.
You were a cop?
He went through the police training.
Yeah. I was.
You have so many lives you've lived. It's so crazy.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
We need to make a
totally
list. We'll put a
that
list
was-
underneath.
That was one thing I always wanted to do. I always liked the cops. The uniform, chasing people.
Oh, yeah.
You've got a car with lights and sirens and
Be the
I don't
good
know,
guy.
It's just
Yeah.
I'm watching like Karate Kid and Magnum PI every day.
Yep.
So
after
you're
school.
like, that's the coolest thing I've ever
It's
seen.
the coolest thing. I want,
Yeah.
So, but anyway, it was funny because I lived this weird kind of life. Everybody knew who I was in school. They knew him because my brothers were famous. And so when I would go to school, like it would be first day of school, and guys come out and be like, "Hey, man, if your brothers are rich, why you an A-leaf? Blah blah blah." And I'm like, dude, it's their money. It's not my money.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm just as poor as you. I work at Subway. I walk to work.
Like, I'm 13 years old.
Yeah, I'm 14.
trying.
I lied to get a job at Subway when I was 14. But I would live in this neighborhood, go to school, and then in the summers, Dennis would take me. And so I got a view of a different kind of life, completely different. I was doing the Hollywood thing. I just wanted a skateboard. I wanted clothes that I couldn't get, those kind of things. And so he would take care of me, and I would just go. And he had a big, awesome ranch up in Montana. And so I basically spent all my summers up there. It was from
Amazing.
9 years old until I was about 20, I think, 22, something like that.
Yeah.
We would go up there, and it was just magical, amazing, and then sometimes we'd go to, wherever he was. If he was filming, we'd be on a set somewhere. So
What was that like growing up on some of those sets?
It was fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked it. It was like I'm meeting a lot of people. People are treating me nice, obviously, because I'm with Dennis, you know, the star of the show or whatever. And so I got treated really well. But I met a lot of great people, had a lot of fun. You know, it's just when you're getting pampered, it's pretty hard to not think it's a cool time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
And so, you know, I always appreciated it because I would come back and then reality sunk in. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
you know, Mom, I need some school clothes. Well, she spent the money on my sister. She'd get my sister the school clothes, no more money for me. She'd just be like, ask Dennis, you know? So I'm just like, okay.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So that's why I just started working. I worked and I ran track,
Yeah.
cross country, to just have something to do. And I worked
Yeah.
at Randall's. I worked at Subway. I did whatever I could. I took martial arts. I was big into martial arts.
Was that like your sport, or were you always more kind of towards the arts? Maybe both.
Well, I did. So I did all the artsy stuff and, you know, choir and theater and all of my extracurricular theater as I was in school, like middle school, high school, all that stuff. But once I started to get a little bit older, I kind of stopped doing the theater thing and I just had to work.
Right.
So I couldn't really do that stuff. So then I had to pick things, you know. So it's much easier to do a martial arts class than it is to do rehearsals every night and do shows because those require so much time.
Yeah.
And practice after the things.
Yeah, and they're far away. And so it depends on, you know, if I have a car or not. You know.
So after high school, what did you go directly into?
So after high school, I didn't graduate with my class. I failed English, like my senior year. And I had to do summer school.
Such an interesting one for you to fail. Right?
Yeah, I forget what the problem was. There was I forget. I wasn't very good in high school. I didn't like school very much.
What about it did you like?
I don't know. It was I didn't really have the best time. I had like a few friends, a few really good friends that I loved. And I just kind of stuck to my little crew and, you know, some of the teachers I liked, some of them I didn't. And if I didn't like the teacher, I didn't do well in the class.
Yeah.
If I liked the teacher, I did really well in the class.
I think it's very telling, the teacher-student relationship, how that impacts how people perform.
Totally. And for me, I was like, it was kind of a big deal. So I don't quite remember exactly what it was, but I had to go. I mean, I was in summer school every year. I had to do summer school at some point. So I just was a bad student.
But
I
I
didn't
think
read
that
the books. I didn't do the
so many
homework.
high caliber successful people say the same thing, like you being one of them.
Well, I mean, thanks. I did.
You're
like
welcome.
I was. The reason I was a bad student mostly is because I was doing like computer stuff.
You had other
I was
interests taking your
importing,
time. Yeah.
You know, what we call whereas. It was like the hackers, you
That's
know.
what I mean. You were doing
of
something
the
else
80s.
very
Which takes so much.
intellectual.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a different.
It's
Were you
just a
doing,
different
like-
way of doing it.
Yeah, it's called freaking, and you're hacking the phone systems in order to hack computers and import. I was like whereas, which is like 0 to 1 day wares. People would come to my billboard, my BBS, and they would call in at all hours because they're from all over the place, and then you could request the SysOp and the SysOp, and that's me. And so I would be sitting there chatting with people from all over the world in my bedroom at like 2 a.m. And I wasn't sleeping.
When and why did you start doing that?
Well, because I was just a computer nerd.
You just thought it was interesting.
And,
Yeah.
But that's like very core to who you are. I feel like that's kind of been a thread throughout your whole life now.
Yeah,
tech.
I'm very techy.
You're very techie.
You just like to figure out how things work.
Yeah, I build things and I like to,
The studio.
I like to build things.
Yeah.
And so it's fun for me, you know. And so I've always been doing that.
And you did that in entertainment whenever you started doing visual effects.
Yeah, so like right after high school,
Yeah.
I didn't, my brother was like, we were up in Montana and he's like, "Hey, would you want to work on a film with me?" And I was like, "Yeah, what is it?" And he's like, "Dragonheart, and it's going to be in Slovakia." And I was like,
crazy.
"I don't even know what that is.
Where is that?
And
Yes.
and it was it was great. Like, so I didn't know what department I was going to be with or anything. And so when I got there, they were like, we're going to put you in the visual effects department. This is a huge visual effects movie. And I was like, yes, that sounds awesome. And it was Universal Studios and ILM, Industrial Light and Magic, who did Star Wars and all that. And so I was like, I met my boss. His name was John Swallow. And he was like this big, huge grizzly bear of a man. And he had like this biker beard. And I was like, holy shit, this guy's going to like eat me alive. Like, what the hell? Looking at this guy, and I'm like, oh, he's going to rip my head off if I don't do something. And then he's so scary looking. And then he opens his mouth, and he's like the teddiest of teddy bears. Like,
yeah, I love people
he
like
is
that.
such a little squeezy toy. I'm like, oh my God, I love this guy. Like, he is the best. And so I had him. He was my Universal boss. And then I had Scott Squires, who won an Academy Award for The Mask. And he was my ILM boss. And so I actually worked with Scott. We were creating a software for that would work with the Mac for some new measurements. We were working with a Leica system, which is, you've probably seen people survey roads with a laser and they have a prism.
Yeah.
And that's like a little tripod out there. It's a laser into a prism, and it's telling you heights and distances and all that kind of stuff.
Cool.
And so what we did is we took that data, made our own cable and software, and plugged it into the Mac and made it plot out all these points. And so then we can just get data like from point to point for like,
Wow.
depth perception of like where the dragon is and where the relationships are to the characters and to the castle and to the river
Right.
and to the
So
whatever.
important.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that we compile that information with a lighting ball reference. I had a posable dragon that Phil Tippett made. So I'd put that,
Yeah.
perspective into the camera. And then I would draw the scene out, put some data on there, and fax that every day to ILM.
Oh, wow.
And then they would get the initial faxes, and then they got the footage and everything else later because everything had to be shipped.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's such an important job.
It was so cool. I learned a lot. I got promoted a couple times during the movie, and by the end of it, I was basically a producer, like a little producer. And once that was over, they asked me if I wanted to go work on Jumanji.
Oh, so cool. How old were you
Yeah.
at this point?
I was 17,
Unreal.
and I was about to turn 18. I had my 18th birthday in Paris after the show. It was a long shoot, but Meg, this is when Dennis was married to Meg Ryan.
Yeah.
And she was filming French Kiss, not the French Kiss, French Kiss in Paris. And so we went there, and I was there for a month, and I had the same birthday as the director, Lawrence Kasdan, who wrote Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
I was like, so crazy that he's right there. But yeah, my birthday party was like Lawrence Kasdan, Dennis Meg, Timothy Hutton, and
Craziest stories I've ever heard.
all these amazing people in an apartment in New York. And I finally got my first birthday cake.
Wow.
I'd
What?
never had a birthday cake. So, yeah.
Wow.
So it was a
Wow.
yeah.
Really
Isn't that
memorable birthday.
It was a great birthday. It was awesome.
That's really crazy.
Yeah. And then I just remember going out with Timothy Hutton afterwards, and I dropped him off at some club, I think. I don't know.
I mean,
Timothy, that's probably not true. I don't know.
you have the most interesting stories.
So, like, after you
know.
did the visual stuff, since your brain kind of is tinkery, did you want to go into do more things like that, or did you still want to do the acting part, or both?
Yeah, so after that, I turned down Jumanji. I wanted to come home. I missed America.
Right.
I wanted to just like see what was happening. I felt like my life wasn't real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I felt like. It was really weird. I worked really hard on that film because I also wanted people to not like the nepotism thing.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want people to think like, oh, he doesn't have to work hard because he's Dennis's brother. I overproved myself, but it was great. I mean, I worked my ass off. And Dennis was proud of me. And I remember him like, he's like, how much money did you save? Because I had a Vienna bank account and all the money went into there.
Uh-huh.
And I got it all out. And I was like, I told him, and he cut me a check for the same amount. He doubled it.
Oh, wow.
Which I thought was really cool. And that really helped me a lot because I was
Yeah.
like, oh, this is nice.
Yeah.
And so I just took like a couple months off and I was just at the pool every day. You know, what am I doing? I just need to get out of here. There's nothing for me here. So
In
that's
Houston.
when I moved to LA. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I started working at this little model shop. So it was Grant McCune Design, and they make miniatures and models for movies. And Grant made R2-D2 for
Yeah.
Star Wars. I mean,
Whoa.
you go in there and it's just like history of
So amazing.
movie stuff, and and then you're working with all these artisans who are like, you know, fine detail, like sculpting,
Sculptors. Wow.
building stuff, and so we did a few movies. You know, built a bunch of huge airplanes and stealth fighters for Executive Decision, and then we worked on, was it Daylight? I think it was called Daylight. It was another Universal film. With like this tunnel full of, you know, car crashes and stuff and people hanging off of cliffs. And
Yes.
How fun.
All the
yeah.
good stuff.
and it was cool. I mean, I just learned a lot, and but then I think I was ready to go back into acting. And I landed this little role on Seinfeld, and it happened to be the Soup
The
Nazi
soup
episode.
Nazi, which is so iconic.
Yeah,
It's
I know,
crazy.
it's awesome.
It's amazing.
You know, so this is the highest paying job I've ever had, the Soup Nazi. It's
Acting job?
Yeah.
Shut up.
I still get checks from it today. I still, you know, get about, I don't know, 8-10 checks a year from it.
Crazy.
Yeah, I know. It's like the gift that keeps on giving.
Forever. Forever.
I love
that will happen.
Seinfeld.
That's amazing.
He will forever have my heart.
What was that experience like? In
That
a
was
few
pretty
words?
cool. I've never even like done a TV show before, and so I had no idea what to expect. Didn't know how they worked. I've only been on movie sets, and this was like, there's 3 cameras. There's a live audience, but during the week when you're rehearsing, there's no audience. It's just like on the Friday or whatever. And the scenes are like labeled, you know, A, B, C, D or whatever. And my original scene, I didn't have a line. I was like a glorified extra.
Extra. Yeah.
And they were like, "Scene J, you know, come on up." And I was like, "Oh, that's not me." And they're like, "Buddy," and they were calling my name, and I'm like, "I'm in scene K, you know, like not J." And
Duh.
and my first part was behind Elaine. She's in line, and she turns to me, and I was like says something, and I didn't want to say anything, so I'm just like, you know, I'm not saying anything, right? And then they put me in this other scene, and they swapped me with this guy, and now I have a line, and it's I was like, "Hey, how's the turkey chili soup?" And
that's
and
that.
I'm behind Newman, so I'm behind Newman, and I'm like, "How's the turkey chili soup?" And this all got cut out. My line got cut out, by the way.
Yeah.
But you can still see me. I'm in a turtleneck with like some crazy hair, and I don't know why I'm in a turtleneck, but
It fits.
I never wear turtlenecks. Like, who did that? I don't know if I did that or if they did. I can't remember.
Only guys in turtlenecks order turkey chilies, obviously.
And that's why.
Every guy in a turtleneck is a turkey chili eater. We all know this.
That's a fact.
And so yeah, and so my scene was, "How's the turkey chili soup?" And he goes, "Great. Unfortunately, you won't get to try it. You know, no soup for you." And I was like, "Okay." And then I go, "What?" And then Kramer's at the register because he's friends with the guy. And he's like, "Yeah, you heard him, kid. Get the hell out of here." You know. And I'm like, and then I walk out.
Have you not seen this episode?
I haven't. I have to watch it.
Oh no!
Oh, it's one of the best episodes.
Yeah.
It's so funny. You've
Yeah.
heard people say that. No
Yes.
soup for you.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what that's
yeah.
from.
It's and the guy, he was a real guy.
Yeah,
He was a real dude.
yeah.
And
It's so insane.
And it's the armoire episode, which is and it's the schmoopy episode. There's all these things going on in this one episode, which is like it's so worthy of watching.
Yeah,
You
it's
should see
brilliant.
it.
Yeah, for sure.
Is that your favorite thing you've done just because of the stature and the fact that you keep making money off of it?
No, I would say that's it's a unique experience.
Yeah.
You know, and so that was really cool. Everybody was really nice, and I had a great time. And I didn't know how big it was going to be. I had no idea.
Right.
I didn't even watch the show.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's
I
really
mean, I
crazy.
knew who the characters were. Julia Louis-Dreyfus would come over with her kid to play with my nephew Jack, because they would play soccer together. So I'd see her at birthday parties. It's already kind of, I didn't know her, but I
saw her.
Familiar face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like, oh, you're always in the backyard, or I see you at soccer games.
Yeah.
So that was kind of fun, and but yeah, that was a really cool experience.
So then what happened when you moved to Austin and then you got into real estate?
Yeah, that's a shift for
one
sure.
Of the things, one of the things that I really, really appreciate and like
Let's
about
just
you,
fast forward your entire life.
Yeah. You're very good at creative and business, and not a lot of people are able to not only figure out how to intersect them, but how to switch back and forth. Like, you code switch very well.
Oh,
And
thank you.
yes, and I think there are a lot of people that are primarily artists that have to have like that second thing for a while.
I've always had a business mind.
Yeah.
I've always, like, even when I was in high school, I had a courier service. Like, basically, I was, what the hell do you call it? Like Instacart.
Yeah.
I was Instacart
For your
back then.
run by yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And and mostly I did it for like, I had a courier service and I would shop for people.
Okay.
And so it's basically like the gig economy.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing that because I had to make money.
Yeah.
And so I was shuffling documents back and forth. I would do it a lot for my mom worked at a talent agency.
Okay.
And so I would do a lot of things for the talent agency back and forth. Law firms would hire me, and I would just drive around the city just delivering documents and have somebody sign a thing and, to prove that I was there.
Yeah.
And so I can get paid. Mostly had old ladies as my clients. And I worked at the grocery store, so I knew where everything was. So I was like, I can shop so fast.
So easy. Yeah.
Like, I know exactly what you want, where it is on the shelf. I know every stupid little fruit that you can think of.
I'm going to do this in my 15-minute break.
Yeah, I'm like, I know how to shop faster than anybody
Anyone.
else.
And
Yeah.
I'm sure they really appreciated it too.
Yeah, I could go and I could do these things
Right.
like really fast. And so I was pretty efficient at it. So I thought I made a business out of it.
Yeah.
So anyway, I've always had
You've
like a
always
business
thought like
kind of
that.
mind.
Yeah.
And then I like to listen to a lot of business books, and I'm huge on customer service, and I'm very anal and exacting, and like I'm a perfectionist, and that's kind of like what I don't like about myself. I wish I could let go a little bit. So sometimes I can, sometimes
That's
I
a
can't.
good thing to have sometimes. It's
You don't present very
Yeah.
perfectionist
Yeah.
though. If that you present very chill.
Thanks.
You're
I think
welcome.
that's a compliment.
Yeah, it is.
You don't look perfect. So I mean,
No, I just.
you're approachable.
you are far from perfect looking. So there's
This is the podcast where we humble you, just in case you're wondering.
But it is like it can be like very annoying when you're a perfectionist because
It's a
nothing
double-edged
is ever
sword.
good enough.
Right.
But then yeah.
right because but one of the things in business, right, that you have to learn is that you can't do everything yourself.
Oh my god.
And
I feel
that
like
you
that's
have
the
to
first lesson.
delegate.
Yeah, you have to.
And because you can get in the weeds, and once you get in the weeds, you're screwed.
And you're wasting your own time.
You're
Also,
wasting your time.
There's experts for different things for different reasons too. So things can get done better and faster by having
Right.
someone else do it.
And the thing is I think part of it is this all goes back to everybody's like trauma, right? And everything. But like, I don't know why I'm like that. I think it's a control thing. It's like, if I do it, I can control exactly the outcome of it, but I don't have to. And sometimes there's the beautiful mistakes that you're going to miss. And there's also the collaboration aspect when you do things with people. It's very fun. And you realize, oh, this is so much better. This is so much more fun too. Because business can be very fun. And that's what I like to do is I like to do things that I only do things that I want to do. And I only do things with people that I want to work with. Right. So I'm not going to get into business with somebody just because it's a good deal, but I don't trust them. Or there's something weird, there's something off, like trust your gut kind of thing, your instinct. And anyway, that's kind of my philosophy a little bit. Yeah.
But that's worked great for you.
It has. My biggest thing, I need to learn to say no more.
Why?
Well, because I say yes too much. And the reason is because I say yes to so many things that now I've got like 10 things on my plate and I'm like overwhelmed.
Do you like all of them though?
I could prioritize and I could cut.
Okay.
I can cut probably 4 things and be totally happy and give more attention to other things.
And what would be the things you prioritized and why?
I'm not exactly sure. I haven't really thought that out yet.
Think about it right now.
I'll get back to you. He's having so much fun in this room.
Well, because I'm also starting now I'm starting a commercial janitorial company. And
that's new.
Yes, it is.
Of course, let's just add it.
Right. And like I'm starting a YouTube channel called The Bear Pond.
Shout out The Bear Pond.
Shout out The Bear Pond. Go check it out.
Plug it.
No, I don't have any videos up yet. So
wait in anticipation.
Okay, here we are. This is it. And this is, here I am with this YouTube channel. I started it, right? What does started it mean? It's not really started. I've thought about it. I've got the channel.
Username.
I've got some artwork. I've got a song. I'm thinking. So I'm in the intro stage, right? I'm like, who's my audience? Is it kids? Is it adults? If it's kids, then do I need to narrate? Should my face be on this thing? It's about bears. Like, am I a bear expert? No, but I'm going to become one. And then
your 11th thing, become bear expert.
Become bear expert.
I just want to see your to-do list.
I know. It's like,
crazy.
Call bear guy. Call Bear Grylls.
Yeah.
See
Learn about industrial cleaning solutions.
Yes. So it's like
headshots.
These are the new things, right? Yeah.
Are a lot of your business ideas more because they make sense or because they're fun, or is it sometimes just both?
So the commercial cleaning is okay. So the impetus for the commercial cleaning is because of how anal I am towards cleaning. Mm-hmm. I have this building.
Yes. Right.
So we've got Trick Hat and we've got Matina, the coffee shop here in Austin, and I'm not always thrilled with the way that it's cleaned. Mm-hmm. Right. I have complaints. I see everything. And this is my issue, is I go in places and I see things and I'm like, ooh, we have customers, we have guests.
Yeah,
I want it to look right. People are paying to be here. Mm-hmm. It has to be right. And so instead of complaining, I can do it better. Mm-hmm. Right. This is where I come in. And so we've been through 3 janitorial companies. Mm-hmm. And it's always comes down to the same stuff. So I'm like, I'm going to fix these items. I can fix these items, build a company, put some tech behind it, put some transparency, what I would want as a building owner and, as an operator, like, what do I want to see from this company? So I'm building that.
Right, and that makes sense because it goes in tandem with things you're already involved in.
Right, so now I can use my own company at my own place. I have a place to train. I have a place to work out issues.
Yeah.
Right? I can fail here on my own because it's me. Now that if it's me, I can fail and I can train and I can learn and I can do all these things.
It's really smart.
Right. So having this building is affording me the room to make mistakes, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Because you need places to fall flat.
Yeah, and
on
you'd
your
rather
face
do it
and
for
fail.
yourself
Yeah,
than
for
someone
sure.
else
Right.
that is paying for your service.
Right.
Yeah.
And then once I get, the well-oiled machine going, bam, it's gonna keep going
Gonna put it everywhere.
everywhere. It's gonna be, and it's called Bling Cleaning Co.
Perfect.
dang.
Everything will
Yep.
be spotless everywhere.
Bling.
Love that.
Yeah, it goes.
It has a ring to it.
Goes well with your jewelry.
It does.
Yeah. So
That's good.
Yeah, we've got everywhere where we've got an app where everything is being developed. So it's going.
But then you have
Bling
your whole
Cleaning
real
Co.
estate business, which is
Then
very
we have
successful.
Yes, we have the real estate side. Which that's our main thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
but where did that one start? So the cleaning thing was you were bothered and you thought you could do it better, which you obviously can.
Yeah. So actually, it started with me doing the tech for real estate.
Oh.
So I got married, right? My wife, Marielle, she's a real estate agent. And she had just started out, I think, when we got married. She graduated from Rice. She's just crazy smart, like stupid smart. Her dad was a big developer here in Austin. Her brothers, one of her brothers owns a big commercial company here, commercial development and leasing company called Aquila Commercial. And her other brother does, Joe, he does development as well. He's a commercial developer.
Oh, wow.
And so, and everybody went to Rice. And they're all super smart. And so the whole real estate stuff is mainly the commercial side and all that. And then so Marielle needed to carve out a section, so she went residential. But mainly just luxury. Not only luxury, but focused on luxury. And then I come in and I am with her. I'm doing the tech, websites and things. And I'm like, why are things done like this? And so I started changing it and making it better and blah, blah, blah. And I got a bunch of clients. And then I started a website service for agents. And I had a couple of different platforms for them to create, sites for their houses, for their listings.
Wow.
And I had over I had 500 of the top agents in Austin on that platform, building sites all the time. And so I was getting good money from that, and that was a lot of fun. I still kind of do that, but I've kind of switched. I also have I built a platform called Austin Luxury Network, which I don't operate anymore. It's operated by another firm here. And I saw a bunch of problems with that. They wouldn't update it, so I created my own called ATX Pocket. And it's
Like a
only
pocket
for
listing?
agent. Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
pocket listings here in Austin, which is a big deal.
It's all very similar. You're seeing things
Yeah.
wrong and you just want to fix it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, this could be better. Why? And so I was like, screw it, I'll just make my own. And so I did. And I have about 1,500 agents on that at the time right now.
It's amazing.
And about, 2,000 listings. And it's got every feature you'd ever want. It's like an MLS system, basically. And then it's got all the bells and whistles.
How do you
So
go about
interesting.
starting something and then knowing it's developed enough to kind of let someone else run it while you go do your next things? I feel like you have so many things. How are you delegating all these things to be run by different people? How does that work for you?
Yeah. So I have one of my sisters, Lynn. She runs ATX Pocket. She's basically the admin for it. And I don't really touch it that much anymore. The code is pretty solid, I gotta say.
Yeah.
It
runs itself.
It runs itself.
It's
it really
perfect.
kind of does run itself at this point. anything comes up, obviously I'm on it, you know, but that is kind of self-driving. I have a couple of services that are like self-driving like that. As far as the real estate goes, we're both just headfirst involved in that.
Yeah.
I do our tech side mostly. I build all of our systems to build all of our contracts and all that kind of stuff. So behind the scenes, and but yeah, we have you know, awesome clients, and that's been our blessing is to have great connections, know great people, and you know, once you start doing really well. And even though we're not the flashiest people, we're not the people that you're going to see on billboards. We're not spending money doing.
Why not?
That kind
Look
of
at
stuff.
Put them
You
on
know,
a billboard.
I saw this billboard. It was on Instagram. It was really cool.
Mariella's also very beautiful.
Oh, well, she is. She's much more beautiful than I am. But this guy said it was his picture on the billboard. He's a real estate agent. Says it's something like, they chose me because they hated me the least, you know, and.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Which I thought was beautiful marketing.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, because some people actually think in that direction.
Right.
Like, I chose him because I hated him
He's
the
the
least.
least annoying.
But we're not like that. We try not to be hated by anybody.
That's a good goal.
Yeah.
It's a great goal, but honestly, it's like we have just clients, and so our word of mouth and the referral business has been so strong that we've just never needed to do that. And so I think like we're like a nice undercurrent secret, you know? It's
Yeah.
like we're not the flashiest people around town, but we do some of the best deals and nobody ever knows it.
But that's the key, I feel like, is to do all of the really good work and then not make a big deal out of it. Because one, no one can like speculate about it, and two, no one can ruin it by making
That's true.
comments.
That's true. That's right.
You know?
You know, yeah, it's very true.
So I want to know, like, what's next for you, or what some of your dreams are, because I feel like we could probably stay here for 4 more hours. You've done so many other things that you haven't even gotten to talk about. What else do you want to do?
What do I want to do? So I want to get back into the creative side.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of what I'm working towards. So I'm an executive producer on a movie called Castro's Daughter. That's finishing up in post. It's been forever.
I'm so excited to see it when it comes out.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting better and
bet you
better.
are too.
You know, just wait another 5 years and we'll see what happens. I mean, you never know. No, but there's that. But then I also have all these great friends who have moved here from California, and I'm just meeting new people here in the community. As far as like, you know, making videos or you know, trying to develop movies. So I want to get more into producing.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that's a scene that's growing a lot in Texas?
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, ever since we passed the Texas Film Incentive, I feel like there's been a kick in the ass here in Texas, and it's been good.
Yeah.
We need more. It's not quite where it should be. But I feel like sometimes these programs take a little bit of time to ramp up, you know, because everybody wants to know the end result. And so the start result is easy. You just apply and, you know, maybe you'll get the incentive. The real, what people are waiting for, they want to see what the result is going to be. How long did it take you? What was your final output that they gave you? Was it what they said you qualified for at the beginning versus your, you know, the outcome?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I know words. Come on, words. You know, they want to know, is it the same, or did they overpromise and underdeliver?
Yeah.
Did it take
They're
you a
beta
year
testing
to
it.
get your check?
Yeah.
You know, how does it all work? And so I think there's some people sitting on the sidelines wondering if it's a good deal, and they're always shopping for other deals. You know, the most that you can get here in Texas right now is 31% if you hit all of the stops. And then you can go somewhere else, like New Jersey or upstate New York and get 40%, in certain areas if you hit certain things. So there's some, people on the fence about it, but I think it's just a matter of getting the word out there.
Yeah.
And letting people know, hey, Texas is not just the best because we're here. It's actually the best because we have the most diverse landscape. Yeah, we have big cities. We have nothing. We have desert. We have swamps. We've got mountains.
Yeah.
We have beach.
We have beach. I mean,
there's always Corpus.
You can remove the jellyfish in CGI, right? You can make it.
You can do that.
Yeah. but the point is, we've got everything that a filmmaker would need here.
Yeah.
Without trying to fake it too much, right? So Sheridan does a great job with like making it look like Iraq, right? Like you can make Texas look like anything. Yeah. And you're working with good people. We've got a lot of good crew here, and it just keeps growing. And so, if you're doing a movie, you should come here to Texas.
Yeah. A fun question for you, because you're in this world. We ask everyone this, but if you could have anyone play you in the biopic of your life, for any reason, like
who would I cast?
Yeah, why and why?
Oh, and why? Oh gosh. Okay, Fred Savage would play me because. I think we're the same age. He kind of looks like me.
Okay. Logical reasons.
I mean, okay, never mind. Brad Pitt.
Yeah, there it is. I was like, we're tiptoeing on the rail.
Of course, Brad Pitt.
Okay, there it is.
Yep. The old bait and switch.
And you guys thought it was Fred Savage. Weirdos.
I didn't believe you. I could see it in your eyes that you were thinking
the
about
silence
it.
when we were like, just let him get to it.
I say Fred because, like, when I was a kid auditioning, like, we were going for the same movies.
Okay.
Fred and I, and, like, Fred would always, he would sometimes get the movies, and I'd be like, Fred.
Frickin' Fred.
Oh, so
we
it's kind of
had a similar...
A feud, a little.
No.
It's like a healthy love competition.
Yeah. I mean, I love Fred, I totally get it. Like, I saw The Wonder Years,
But Brad Pitt's your guy.
Him or George Clooney. Let's see who else could play
Don't
me.
be shy. Keep going.
It's a funny question. I don't know who I would. What do you think?
For you?
Yeah, who would play Buddy?
See, the fun part about this question is you can go so many different angles. Like, I would say personality would be different. Like, I wouldn't pick Brad Pitt for your personality.
No, just for the looks.
Only for the looks.
Yeah.
That's exactly
Identical.
right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The abs.
All of it. What would you say?
Dead on.
No, I definitely think you need to have like just more of like a funny personality.
Yeah.
That can do comedy better.
Who I kind of want to switch if I had to switch with somebody. I think I would choose Paul Rudd.
Okay.
That's good.
Because I would switch. Yeah. Because I've always admired Paul Rudd, and like, it seems like he's just himself. I've never met him.
Yeah.
But I would like to.
Love.
Just because he seems like the most fun guy to hang out with.
He's like a cool dude.
Yeah, he seems like he's just a really funny, fun guy.
Yeah.
And like, I've seen his outtakes and other things, and I just like, that's me. That's what I do.
Yeah. And that's the whole point. Someone you'd want to hang out with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Amazing answer.
Yeah, maybe Paul Rudd.
Okay.
Would be a good one.
I like that we went on a journey to find Paul.
Yes.
We landed on Paul. That's
Yeah.
fun. No one said that yet.
Oh,
that
really?
you're unique.
That's your answer.
Thank God. Yeah. Well,
This was so fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on. You
yeah.
can come back anytime.
Come back anytime because you own the
You
building.
own it. Crash whenever you want.
I'm not going to crash your podcast.
No, but you can come back. Because I feel like there's so much more with you. Like, and I think that for me, the takeaway is there are a lot of people out there that are very similar to you where, and honestly, you're kind of like this, where you have almost like an idea a second and you don't like to be tethered and you want to like try something and do it your way. And you have a really good blend of wanting to pursue creative, but also wanting to do a little bit more of a structured business approach. And you've obviously like had your challenges with it, but you've really figured out how to marry them very well, and you're choosing to do things that are fun for you.
Essentially.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think
you
there's
at
a
least
lot.
have to enjoy what you're doing, right? I mean, it's like trite,
Yeah.
but to hear and say that,
Yeah, but it's real.
yeah. I mean, I hope I don't get an unk alert for saying that, but it's like, it is kind of true. You know what I mean?
It is.
Now listen, kids. Listen, what is... Microphones are different these days.
You need to do more voice acting, I think.
I do a lot.
That was really, really good.
So fun. Okay.
Really,
This
really
was so
good.
fun. This is a wrap.
Well,
Thanks, buddy.
thank y'all very much.
Yeah.
I had a great time.
Good.
Good questions.
Great.
I felt like we just blew through my life.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh, it happened so fast.
can you write a book for me? Like, will you? I feel like you should write a book.
In your free time.
Just for you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.